Hi, and welcome to Amber in the Kitchen. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about creaming butter and sugar together. We're going to talk about why we do it and the best way to do it. Okay, so first, why? Why do we have to cream butter and sugar together? The reason why is it is mechanically adding air into the butter, and that helps with the structure of your baked good. For example, chocolate chip cookies. All right, I have a confession. I cannot make Toll House cookies. So I thought, what's better opportunity than to try to make them today? I'm going to make these Toll House cookies following their recipe on the back of the bag. I have measured everything already on the scale. So no measuring cups, just the weight of the item. So it should be exactly what they want you to have. We'll see how they turn out. I am going to do two different ways. I'm going to mix it up, scoop it out, put it in the oven right away, and then I'm going to have a portion of the dough that I'm going to refrigerate for an hour before I bake. And we'll see if there's a difference between refrigerating and not refrigerating. Now, I also have to note that this is the first time I have noticed that they have here where it says chopped nuts, if you're not using them, to add 1 to 2 tablespoons. So I went ahead and added 1 tablespoon of extra flour to my weighed out ingredients because I'm making a half batch. If I was going to make a full batch, I was going to do 2 tablespoons. But I'm just doing the half batch because we don't need all that carbs in our house. Okay, I'm going to adjust your camera here now so you can see inside my mixing bowl. Oops. A little bit of TV magic. No, I don't think there's going to be TV magic because my editing skills are lacking. We're not there yet. So here's my inside of my mixing bowl. I have my butter here that's been out on the counter for about an hour. It's just barely soft. When you're creaming your sugar, you don't want to make it too soft. So a lot of the times people throw their stick of butter in the microwave and it gets a little melty kind of. We don't want to do that. You want your butter to be room temperature, not too soft and not too hard. Okay, and then we've got our pre-measured sugar, brown sugar and white sugar. I'm gonna put that in. We are going to lift up our bowl and we're going to start mixing. Now, I'm going to step away a little bit so you can hear me hopefully. When we're mixing or creaming this butter and sugar together, we want to make sure that we're just doing it until the butter changes color. So it's going to get a little lighter in color and it's going to look a little more fluffy. So right now we're not quite there yet. It's kind of clumping. It's not getting fluffy yet. All right, so we want to look for it to kind of stick to the side of the bowl a little and to not, but we don't want it to like overly stick. It's a little bit, to get a perfect cream is, you gotta watch it. You can't just walk away from this and come back and be like, okay, it's done. I really highly recommend not walking away from your bowl when you're creaming your butter and sugar. All right, we are almost there. Okay, now I'm gonna scrape down the sides of our bowl and see where we're at. Now, it's a little bit difficult when you're using brown sugar to see that change in the color of the butter. But, all right, let's see. Where's my camera? Here we go. This is our creamed butter and sugar. It looks a little bit like a fluffy whipped feeling. If you pinch a little bit and rub it, it feels grainy still. All right. Let's mix it a little bit more. Oh, you guys can't even see in there, can you? All right, let me do this with the camera. Sorry, guys. Can you see that? Here we go. Okay, and that's going to be it. Now, we don't want to over cream because your butter will separate, and then it's not good for your baking purpose. You want to make sure that you're getting just to that right point, because if you overdo it, it's going to separate. It's going to become kind of more runny, and then you can only use it for like spreading on toast or something. You don't want to use an overly creamed butter in a baked good. You'll lose the power of the leavening agent. That's also why you don't want to use too hot of butter or too warm. Not really hot, but warm. Okay, so that's where we're going to go from here. Let me know if you have any questions on creaming butter. It's going to feel grainy. If you have less sugar than what the cookie recipe calls for, you can actually start to feel the granules of sugar like melting into the butter a little bit. It also helps just to incorporate the two ingredients fully, so you don't have like chunks of butter here and there throughout your recipe. If you have any questions, please go ahead and comment. I'll answer them as quickly as I can. And subscribe and share. Thank you so much. And look for the next post, and that will be the end products of our non-refrigerated and refrigerated dough. All right. Thank you so much.